and sisters, welcome to the Codex compliant pub.
How y'all doing? Welcome, everybody. There we go. Welcome, everybody. My name's Paul, Berserker 1 Batman Shell, your humble host and space bartender here at the AstroPub, your space bar at the end of the universe. Invite. I'm gonna go hop into Loken stream, so I'm gonna be hanging out with Loken Plays. And we might switch over to Star Citizen. Hold on. All right.
Access to information has ruined the average IQ of the population.
It might have done. I don't know if it has or hasn't, but it just, God, it's just, oh God.
We are getting stupider.
I mean, we're just talking about how the Romans and the and the Greeks, we had all this infrastructure, engineering, technology, and then you have the Dark Ages, and but failing that, we're talking about how these days in 2025 we have access to information at our fucking fingertips. We literally have the repository of human information in our hands these days, and yet we debate whether or not the globe is round. The bloody Greeks and the Romans knew that the world was round, and they estimated the diameter pretty damned closely. It's like, how the fuck is that a thing?
It's easier to argue.
So here's the thing.
It's more entertaining that way.
In the time of the Greeks and the Romans, the average person was more concerned about surviving than they were about other things. They had luxury time, but the Roman society and Greek society actively was like, you have to, like, the average person was just doing their best to survive. So the elite knew that the world were round because the elite could do what they needed to do. But the average person didn't need to know. They didn't really care. Today, if you're smart, you get accolades, you get like social benefits, and more people are allowed access to education. So now if you want to look like you are special and different and you're going against the grain, you don't trust what everyone says, you go for something different so you can seem like you're a rebel, like an outsider, because the other thing that's important is being a rebel outsider who's smart. How many stories have we heard about, oh, this person was, everyone like ridiculed them, and then they became, they were proven right, and even though they were, persecuted for their beliefs the entire time, they turned out to be right. Galileo, Einstein, all these people who we lionize. So the idea is less about it's less about the truth and more about feeling like you're right.
I'm just to say that the issue with that theory is that we know idiots are preaching Morinism 100%.
Flat earthers in a nutshell. That was interesting.
People don't trust authority because they think authority lies to them, and it helps that authority actively lies to them all the time.
So yeah, that's not exactly helping the situation. I grant you that.
But that's not new. Like, that's the human experience. People with power are going to lie to you because they don't want to lose their power, and they also want to do all of the disdainful, awful shit that the rest of humanity isn't allowed to do because that's why they have power in the first place. So they desperately trying to make you not pay attention to what they do. So if you can be distracted by something that's going on outside of you, then they'll lean into it. And the real problem, the real problem with this, all of this, is that we are losing our ability to think critically. The average human is less critical now than they were 10 years ago.
Yes, I hate that. That is so.
That's
to
the
me,
issue. It's not that people are stupid. It's just
Texas man, you just gave
they lack critical thinking skills.
away all
That's
the
it.
United States of America's secrets.
Yeah, I personally cannot. For me, as a person who was brought up and taught to think critically, not thinking critically is anathema. It's just how could you not?
Mhm.
They don't teach that anymore. It's bad, actually.
Well, it depends. You know, my discipline teaches it because it's part of the process. But you know, you take at most one social studies class in the United States every year since you were in 6th grade, when every class used to teach it as part of the curriculum. In when I first started teaching, critical thinking was like the main cornerstone of education, and it's slowly eroded, partially because of education mandates, and also because it's just specifically testing. In the United States, we have mandatory testing for everything, and it's bullshit testing that doesn't actually teach anything. So we're more focused on teaching them so that they can pass the test rather than teaching them so they understand things. So most students will learn exactly what they need to pass the test and then forget everything after that, and that's the problem. So, what's the difference between being able to think critically and being stupid? Stupid is an unfixable condition. You can think critically. You can learn to think critically.
What actually?
That's right.
Is it combined our chats, by the way, or is it?
It
Yeah,
should.
no, not anymore.
I sent you the list, but I...
Yeah, you did. I think it stopped.
I'll do it again. Oh, there you go.
Hang on, does it work now?
Hey.
There we go.
There it goes.
There we go.
All right, with
Sorry
that,
about
with that fun thing,
Yay.
question. It's funny because I started streaming on Warhammer 40k. Do we want to do Space Marine 2 or do you want to do Star Citizen?
Well, it seems to be working.
Okay,
Yes.
Seems.
so
I mean, I left planet finally.
Seems
I'm gonna end my
Let's-
YouTube stream and move
is a
over
very
to Star
strong word
Citizen.
for us right now.
Yes, apologies on that one.
It's okay.
It literally only started working in the last 10 minutes.
Shared chat moderation.
Almost
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
my
yeah,
college
yeah.
engineering classes historical context for a ton of the content too. I wonder if they still do it. I mean, if it's any consolation, trouble, my I have cultural context every Monday for 2 hours. We talk about architectural history and the theories behind why people did what they did. And it still does get taught.